All right, so we're going to talk about my parenting style. So there's different parenting styles. There's four common ones that was defined by Dr. Diana Baumrind. And so I'm going to say what those are. And pretty much you can just tell me which one you feel like best describes me. And I'll let you know if I feel like I'm that parenting style too. So the first one is the authoritarian parenting style. This is a super strict parent. They give tough love. Is either their way or the highway. They typically don't want to hear your thoughts, your feelings, or how things impact you. They're the ones that give the rules, give the law, set down how y'all relate. They set out how y'all relationship look. So their control is very highly demanding, but their response to your emotions is very low. The next one is permissive. So this is a very soft parenting style. They're very soft. They're kind of like jellyfish, very lenient. You can get over on this parent. They're not hard. They don't really give rules. They don't really enforce any discipline or anything like that. The next parenting style is uninvolved. This parenting style is very neglectful. They're very unattached. They don't know what's going on with their kids. They don't know what grade they're in. Maybe they don't know how old you are. They're just very uninvolved and don't know what's going on. So with them, they're not very demanding on anything because they're not involved, and they're not very responsive to your feelings or anything because they're not involved with you. The next one is authoritative. And this is what is the recommended parenting style, which is a balanced parenting style where the level of a parent's control over your behavior is leveled out with how responsive they also is to your feelings, taking your point of views into consideration. There's a very balanced parenting style. They show love, but they also show a level of discipline. And like I said, it's a very two-way street with the relationship. It's not one-sided. And then the last one is a newer parenting style that had come out that was not defined by Diana Baumrind, and it's the helicopter. So with this one, the helicopter parenting style, the parent is very micromanaging, monitors everything, don't let their children make decisions, try to take over for their child, want to do everything for their children, don't give their children a chance to explore and to develop and to figure out things on their own. So with that being said, which parenting style would you say you mostly you would identify for me mostly?
I think most of the time you're an authoritative parent, but sometimes you slip into the helicopter parenting. And
Wait, you said I slip into that joint? Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of, you said that they don't get they make all the decisions, or they don't let you make decisions. And going back to our ratings for your decision making, I feel like another thing that you do is sometimes you won't have an opinion, and then other times you'll be very dictating. It's not like you make the decisions for us, but it's more like you assume that we are going to like the decision that you make, so you just make it.
Olu said that he would say I'm mostly authoritative, but at times helicopter does kick in.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I also think permissive gets in there sometimes. Yeah.
So, am I mostly authoritative, or is it a even split for you between authoritative and helicopter? I'm sorry, was it an even split for you?
I would say
it's 60-40.
Okay, so you said 70% authoritative and 30% helicopter. So according to you, Bree, my parenting style is mostly authoritative for you. You gave me 55%, 35% helicopter, and 10% permissive. Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit on your assessment about my parenting style?
Yeah, just you like to for the most part it's pretty what's that word? not equal, but like balance between like not too strict, but not too lenient. You know, you usually like make us. I mean, let us make our own decisions, stuff like that. But yeah, sometimes you'll like take over certain situations or like intrude. Yeah, or like take things into your own hands.
Not only do I have the expectations, but I feel like I'm also like a guide to helping y'all to learn and to grow and to know how to be equipped to show up, not just in the world for other people, but to learn how to show up for yourself, learn how to take care of your feelings, learn how to be expressive, learn how to speak up, and know that it's okay. So I feel like I'm pretty balanced with my parenting style in that regard. And yes, for helicopter, I completely agree. There are times when I become anxious if I think a situation is about to go out of control or if something is going to fall through the cracks or if y'all don't have if it's not that so much I don't think y'all are capable or have a handle on it. I think it's my own stuff that I end up putting on y'all that is not necessarily a direct reflection of your ability or capability to handle things and make certain decisions. I know for a fact that when my helicopter kicked in, it's me wanting to make sure that the situation stays in control, that things get done, that nothing falls through the cracks. However, I'm mindful and I try to be aware of that. And when y'all bring it to my attention, I do make an effort to be mindful when I'm about to feel myself doing it or if I'm going to do it again. So I appreciate y'all giving me the grace and the compassion when when helicopter do kick in and I do go into control mode. Like I said, I'm trying though and I'm working on it and I'm able to acknowledge that I'm not perfect and I appreciate y'all bringing it to my attention. There's something that I could do different with my parenting style. If it was just one thing, what would it be? Continue to give y'all what y'all need if y'all lacking anything from me, support, or if that's how you interpret it, to get to a more balanced parent style for y'all, parenting style. If there was one thing that I can do differently or change.
Maybe like accepting non-conventional methods to get things done.
Accepting non-conventional methods.
I mean, you're working on this. I think it's gotten better, but just being more like go with the flow, like not try to control everything. And also just like a little bit more like straightforward sometimes.
Be more straightforward
Yeah.
with what? How I'm feeling about something?
How you're feeling or like what you want to, things you want to do. I agree with the ones that Olu said. And then I think this kind of goes with Olu's, but just being like more like what's the word that you use? Oh,
Conventional.
Yeah, yeah.
Accepting non-conventional methods.
Yeah. Yeah. So like
being more accepting of the ways of the world, like of the modern day, of today, of how things are today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, sometimes I feel like it can come off as, like, judgment. And same for when you, like, take over stuff, but you already said that. Like, how you're, like, it's not a problem with us, it's more, like, a problem with you.
My issue. Mm-hmm.
But that's how it comes across. It's, like, yeah.
Personal. It could be taken personal.
Mm-hmm.
Make you feel like you're incompetent or not adequate and can't handle it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my apologies about that. Okay. Today. All right. Anything else? As I always say, I always feel though overall we have a great relationship. And I'm only able to judge that based off of how we've evolved over the years, how I've grown as a person, and then as a parent, and having a listening and open heart and ear towards y'all. That for me has made it great, and being able to learn some things and have humility and not think I know everything just because I'm the parent. So I think that's a big part of why our relationship is where it's at today.